All right. It is finally time to map some Taiko. Oh, hey Joel Gaming. Willkommen zurück. Willkommen zurück. Schön dich wiederzusehen. Glad to see you. As you can see, I'm starting to map beatmap from an opening from a very known anime called Overlord. Mann, ich habe diesen Anime wirklich geliebt. Also immer, ich mag den immer noch sehr. But really loving this anime. So I saw this song just recently again on YouTube. I mean, recently, like an hour ago. And I was like, okay, actually I have to map this right now. You just have to tell me if it's too loud, but I think it should work just fine. So the thing is, this is a 160 beat map, BPM song, so it won't be too hard. Nothing extraordinary I'm gonna use as a mapping style. It will be a normal map, I think, at least. But I have the feeling it might need some slider velocity changes, but tame slider velocity changes. So like easy peasy, lemon squeezy, nothing special. So yeah. It's actually confusing me a little bit. Let's go like this. All right. Maybe let's have 1/8 patterns. Yes, this works quite well actually. Wait, how many are there? 12. Whoa, 12 is a lot. Actually, this might work. This might work, yeah. Like this. Oh, actually, you don't even see what I'm doing. Wait. Ah, never mind. I'm adding the slider velocity changes right now. So this section is becoming more interesting, especially because it fits to the tone of the voices and the pace. So this should actually work quite well, I think. I don't know if, let's see. Okay. Whoa, wait. I confused myself right now. Maybe the beat, maybe the rhythm isn't so good at all. Something is missing. Something is missing. This maybe? Yes! Nice. Nice. I'm bowing before you, Sir Mop. I gladly appreciate your arrival to this stream. I hope you had a lovely day. Oh, I love the clapping! Oh my god! Holy shit, I already know what I need to map! What? Yeah, it was indeed. It was indeed. It was quite a handyful day. I had to work a lot actually. I'm actually quite tired, I have to say. But for some reason I have enough power to stream today. Maybe the reason is because for the next days I will have a lot to study and learn. But today is just my day off. I don't want to do anything else besides streaming and just mapping a song I just found or refined again in YouTube. So yeah. Oh, Joe Gaming, you're going already. All right, then have a good night. But yeah, for some reason I don't know why, but actually I do know why. The mapping is long time waste. Hey, it's been such a long time. Nice, very nice to see. And whoa, Cut Person is also here. I see you followed my call from the commentary in the video. Yeah, very nice to see you all. And actually, yeah, this is a speed mapping arc for some reason. Actually, no, I'm lying again. It's not for some reason. I know this song very well. I love the anime. I watched the opening for many times, so I do have a feeling where I'm heading to when I'm beat mapping right now. So it is kind of a speed mapping arc right now, I would say. Yes, indeed. So fun. Oh, dear Mop, you can always continue like this. I will bow to you and I will do what you command. So you have not to worry at all, sir. But yeah, glad to have you all here, especially you, Lord Time Waste. It's been really quite some time, I think. I hope you're doing well, really. Oh, that was too soon. Oh wait. Oh, I can go for the 160 here. Oh, nice! Nice! Maybe too soon after. Oh, I see. Nice. That's actually I'm very glad to know that Ola mappers are actually starting to beat map again, or even older players, of course. So that's nice. That's very nice to know. Colorado friends will think you're weirder than you actually are. No, those friends who know me pretty much know low time waste for sure as well. So he does not have to worry. He's also from the Osu community. So there we go. What? Ah! Oh! These have to be 100%. Oh, yeah. Ah, but this is, after all, it's too weird. No, we can't use this. Ah! Okay, now let's see. Wait, what's going on with the BPM? Wait a second, because I used this actually from this set, so this is confusing me right now. Wait, what's going on? Oh, I'm missing actually one. Oh, I see. Whoopsie. Missing one, wait. 48,622, okay. 48,622. 48 622. Yeah, now there we go. It's wondering already. Maybe 2/4/2 would fit as a rhythm. 2/4/2. Yeah. Yeah, no, actually, yeah, I'm getting to it. So yeah, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I agree. Ah, no, I forgot how it's going. doesn't sound too bad. Oh, this is good. This is good. I know what I'm gonna do. Nice! Oh my god, this song is so good. Holy shit. Da 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 da. Right, I have to play one more time from the beginning. Nice. Whoa, oh. Ah, like this maybe. Ah. What do you think what I should use? This one or this one? One or two? So this would be 2, version 2, and this is version 1. Obviously I'm gonna use slider velocity changes on this one. Yes, it is! Wait, this song is such a bop? Wait, what is boppity? Wait, what? I never read this before, that someone is saying something is a bop. Brother, what is this? My Buddha, I do not understand this English. This English language, I do not understand, my Buddha. Do you know that way, my Buddha? Wait, this is so bop. There's too much slang to me, ways. And the first thing that shows when I'm when I'm typing down in Google, this is so bop, Scatman. I'm a Scatman. This is such a bop. Such a bop. It's slang, yeah, I guess, but I hope it means something like it's dope. Your speech confuses me, mortal. It confuses me very much. Yeah, I think also it fits better. I think as well. Yes. Thank you, ATV. Yeah. Wait. Oh, maybe this one is even better. Oh, I like this even more, I think. But yeah, dope then. But yeah, cat person, I was wondering, after you said a comment on the, or after you sent a comment on the video, I was like, so he's maybe watching already since a longer time my channel, or he watched my videos back in the days. So I was wondering, Where is he from? From Osu or from YouTube? Where are you knowing me from? I'm just curious right now. Yeah, DKK Day. Day. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going for, wait. 110 multiplied 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. Wait, what the? Huh? Oh, I didn't add the. Oh, I didn't add a new timeline. Oh my god, I had already a drink before, so I'm a bit tipsy right now. YouTube, okay, I see. I assume you know me through obviously Get Down, right? Also your kanji nekohito. So you're a cat person, I see. Alright, this should work. This should work, guys. Yes, of course. I mean, I can even just drop me the link. I'm gonna review it after I feel like it. Right now, you know, I'm in the zone. I'm gonna continue to map, and then after that, whenever I feel like, I will check it out. But yeah, I'm also a cat person, actually. Cat person. Oh my god, yeah. Cat person. Oh my god, my man. You have to understand the. Oh my god, I did. Ah! So the thing is, I don't know if you know anything about Taiko, but we have two nodes. The one is called Don, so it's the red one, and the other one is called Cut. So I thought that you know the game and you're calling yourself cut person because cut, you know, the sound of the note, cut, how it is in Taiko. And after I read your kanji sites, I was like, ah yeah, cat person, and I read your username again and I was like, oh fucking god, no, that was the screaming for me right now, sorry. Oh god, no. A cat person, not cut person. Yes, of course, no time waste. We can gladly do so. Yes. Lol indeed. Oh, god damn it. Being drink responsive. Yes. Yes. So listen to the divine person who is giving us his speech right now. Drink responsibly, always. Never forget that. Never mind what age you are, drink responsibly. Very important. Never forget that. Thank you, my god. Oh yeah, I'm done this already. Oh yes. Also, what? To read comments. There must be only. Wait, actually, Zeppla HQ, Savix, Matsu, Zekai, Joe, Pokemon's. To be honest, I don't know any of these YouTubers, but I assume those those YouTubers are either VTubers or have something to do with Osu, I guess, or with anime in general, of course, since this is my niche. And YouTube recommended me because of that one particular video everyone knows me from in YouTube, which is Get Down. I mean, in your case, probably it just got recommended, so it's the first time I guess that you're here, so welcome to my stream. Maybe for you this might be nothing special right now, because this is a rhythm game called Osu, in specific Osu Taiko. It's drum game, and I'm mapping right now and talking to, well, the audience. And Lord and Savior Jesus, almost himself, Mob. But yeah, the ways of YouTube, man, I don't know how the recommendation system is working, especially in my case, because I'm actually a very old YouTuber. My last video, like not the one a few days ago I uploaded, was 7 years ago. So I did only some kind of Taiko videos, so the game I'm mapping right now for, and lyric videos for Toho songs. So I have absolutely no idea what, or not what, but to who YouTube is recommending me. So it must be something, it must have to do something with, anime culture, Japanese culture. So Genshin Impact, rhythm games, Toho, of course, and in general, all the jazz. Maybe some memes, I don't know. Since Get Down is kinda has become a meme. And that's the only reason why I've got so many views on this song. Else no one would know about it. No one, even though it's Toho. Oh, thank you very much. I'm very pleased that you are pleased, my lord. Kinda, yes. Let's say it was more... I'm not so sure, actually. I was about to say it was more free-spirited, You were able to do way more... Actually, yes, it was. It was more free-spirited. You had more possibilities, more gags, more fun, Now it is... a lot of things, got restricted, let's say it like this. Yes, I mean, it's not like today is anyhow bad, of course, but let's just say it was different back then. Yes, it was a different time, different gags, different jokes, different ways of handling YouTube videos, especially. I mean, come on, maybe the quality was even not so suffice like it is today, like it was very simple. I mean, when I'm thinking about all the YouTube poop back then, but it was that time where everything, how do you say it? Everything, let's say it in a different way. It was the beginning at the time. I mean, not 2011, it was 2000 and I don't know. When did YouTube start? In 1999 or something like this. But in 11, 10, even before that, in 2008 was the Hatsune Miku year, and 2009, 8, 9, and maybe 10 was Hatsune Miku. Like, that's where all the old bangers came out. And after that, from that we kind of learned, I guess, with all the YouTube poop and stuff. And now we get more high quality content, I guess. I don't know. Because I'm a guy who's, very sentimental and, how do you say it? Nostalgic, yeah. So for me, the old times are always the best. Always. It doesn't matter. I like the people who say 90 music are the best. Mwah, is the best. Mwah, yes. I mean, for me as well, to be honest, I grew up with it as well. But yeah, I guess it's similar to those people who are stuck in the 90s or even 80s. It's the same for us now that we are stuck in, I guess, 2010 YouTube. Like, even though these times are not that bad either, beside the point of, having a bit more restrictions than back then, but whatever. The internet was definitely more about cuts. I don't know if I can agree with this time waste. I don't know if I can agree with this. Back then, much like today, it was always about the dons. And cut still needs to to get its way into the community. Shoes in some way, because sometime I need to get a rate on a game, and I'm so yeah. Okay. All right, then I guess good luck on that one. But yeah, Hatsune Miku and Toho, yeah, top tier. For me, it will be always top tier. It's in my heart. Just give me a second. I'll probably you can hear me anyways. But yeah, man, Hatsune Miku. Still listening to all the old bangers. Still listening to it, especially Toho. So yeah. I don't even know if you can hear me anymore. But yeah. Actually, now that we are talking about it, and a lot of time wastes, as I told you before. Wait, are you even online? Lot time. Oh, you're not. You can send me your beat map, right? So don't worry about it. I actually mapped a song which is from these years, 2009-ish, something, 8-ish. Let me just see. This one, of course. But there's another one. This one. This one is so old. It's 2008, I think, even. Or maybe 7, I don't know, man. Gonna check it very soon. Such an old map. Holy shit. Oh yeah, okay, alright. Works for me as well. Can I... why can't I play it right now? I can't play right now. Poppy Boy is good, yes it is indeed. It's okay. Pick Chimpoi. The name is telling me something when we're just talking about old stuff. Gonna check it in a moment. Wait. Because there's another song. Which are Every White. This is also one of the very old Hatsune Miku. Ever White. Every. Now. Also 2008. Ah, I love this song. Ah! I love it. Ah, this is what I grew up with. This is the shit. You know it! You know it! You know it! It is such a banger, yes! I love it. Ah! I have to continue to map it actually. I should. But it's not so easy to map 140 BPM since we don't have that many possibilities to make it interesting. Whatever that might mean, it's subjective anyway. Maybe I should make a lyric video. Oh, I should make Hatsune Miku lyric videos. Yes, I should do that. Ah, okay, I've got it. Okay. Ah, yes, I know what you mean. Ah, I'm getting so nostalgic with these kind of things. Oh, oh my god, just this is the first time reading the text and I understand it. Okay, this is too high for me. Yeah, I love it. So let's now see P. All right. Oh, yeah. Yes, I like it because this is probably Romanian. Yeah, the thing is, I like it because I am from the Balkans, you know. So this kind of music, not this, but the beat, the rhythm, you know, is what we are having in the Balkans. Actually, I have a very good example. Let me show it to you. There was a community for whatever reason. Because it's stupid, that's the reason. It's stupid, it's unique basically. I mean, look at the background, listen to the music, it's just so simple-minded but so good at the same time. So of course it is known in the Osu community. This is the kind of music, you know. Oh. Ah, yeah. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do the following from now on. Everyone who's joining my stream, I am going to write down the names and I'm going to write down the informations like what they like, what they are, where they are coming from, so I don't forget about it. Because I have dementia, kinda, I would say. And I forgot it already before, and every time I forget it again, for whatever reason. You don't wanna see when I'm together with my friends, sometimes I forget the most basic things. I don't know if you have these things happen to you, but it happens sometimes simply. And it's not like I'm not interested, I simply forget about it sometimes. But yeah, this screams Eurovision song. It does indeed. A very good song actually. Baklava lava, the superpower. I mean, I won't play the whole beat map now since it is kinda repetitive, but just the beginning at least. I didn't touch this for years, so I don't even know if it's good. Oh, I have to stand up immediately. Aimo! Turkey and Italy. See these things I want to discover. See signs of superpower. Superpower. Oppa! Very nice. Mr. Bombastic, kinda, I guess. Actually, let me just play one more beat map. Now I have to play it from Genjiro. Very good. I love it. How is it called? Oh, there it is. But for this I need hidden. Wait, why is there another difficulty? Oh. Yeah, that was the difficulty I wanted to play. Mr. Bombastic. Let's go!
Taiko! Wow, what? Nice! Yeah, same. I'm always surprised about this. Wait, isn't Numa like, I actually don't know. See, I always talked in Slovakia or something like this and not Romanian. Numa, where is it coming from? Dragostadinte. Moldovan. Ah, you see? Okay, Moldovan, yeah. Noma e. Ci putostis dragostadije. Nani tiestienio ideie. Vesta, noma e. I know, these are the times from back then Kat was talking about. The 2011 10-9 days. This is even 2008. Yes. Oh wait, Discord is closed. Let's analyze not time waste map.
That's the reason why I did it. Okay, nice placement of dons. Me when playing without hidden. Okay, I have one comment already to say to give. Overall, so far what I've played, solid beatmap or solid patterns, I have to say. Solid patterns, plays well, looks fine, no problem here. However, one thing I have to say is there's no contrast. You know, right now the patterns are playing good, sounds good, looks good, plays well, but since there's contrast missing, you know, every pattern is basically the same to me. So, you know, as a player, I mean, probably you know it yourself the best. I need some depth, you know, some contrast to you know, to have something like checkpoints where I know, now there's coming a new section. Right now, everything plays basically the same, you know. Patterns are good, as I said, but it plays all the same, so it makes the beatmap a bit tedious, boring, let's say, you know. What could you do? For example, like having at some places less notes, you know, so other parts which have, you know, more impact get more prevalent. How do you say it? Or let's say they draw more attention, you know, to themselves. That's what I would suggest now, right into the blue for now, because that's how I feel when I play it. Probably if we are analyzing the whole thing, there might be some more things, but in general it's fine. Just, you know, first thing I would say is have at some parts less patterns, so the next part that are upcoming have way more impact. And with that you have contrast. Yes, very important when mapping, very important. Having some kind of checkpoints, how I like to call it. Like for example here, I notice you are following in, you know, you're following in the background. There's this, but it is quiet, you know, so it's not the main aspect in this section. So what I am actually listening to is the do, so the high kicks and high downs. How do you call it? The downs and the ups, the high kicks and the downs. I forgot how it is called, but you know what I mean. So the don't cut, you can hear it in this part. And I would rather, in this part, since it is so prominent, rather use less notes here, and in the next part probably, or the part afterwards, that's where you should more notes. I will probably see it right now, but in this part I would use less patterns, less notes, because of what is in the foreground. So that don't cut sound like this. this part, for example, again, patterns work perfectly fine, absolutely fine. But the thing is now, the BPM is not too high, right? And so how to say it? Wait, let me think what I want to say. I'm speaking right now without thinking. So what I want to say is the patterns are fine here. However, it is already densely packed with 1/4 patterns, right? So the thing is now, when the chorus is appearing, what should I expect now? I mean, this is very densely packed, so the chorus should be like highly dense, like with 1/6 patterns, for example. Since this is already dense, there are already many notes, so I expect now to have something similar in the chorus, which means the impact for the chorus is, you know, lowered down, because this part here right now has already a high density. So instead of using streams here, these exact streams here, you can actually use in the chorus. I would now say Out in the Blue again, but let's see what's gonna come next actually. Yeah, longer streams, yeah. Ah! Oh wait, there's no chorus. I expected another chorus. Okay, kinda a fail, I guess, but I think also shows what people might expect of the song itself. I didn't even notice where I am right now, because it all plays the same. That's why I was so confused, I guess. Not to have an excuse that it was a fail of mine, to be honest, but I really thought there's coming another chorus. So yeah, let me see just one more time. Yeah. This is like the first part here where it is not so dense. Yeah, this is definitely from here. From here to here, everything needs to be like 1/2 pattern, not more. Maybe here and there some 1/4, but I wouldn't even say so. 1/2 is enough. And here I would also go with, you can use 1/4 patterns, but not as many as here. And the main focus here is using cuts because of the hi-hat. So you should focus on that one by either having finishers on that, or, you know, having cuts only on these particular places, and everything else is just done, you know. Might be an idea. Oh, okay. All right, Mob, was a pleasure again. Thank you very much for joining my stream, and yeah, have a good night, I would say. We will see each other pretty soon, I guess. See ya. But yeah, yeah, that's what I have to say about this thing. Holy shit, wait. To be honest, maybe at this part it's not your fault and not mine, it's the fault of the song. It just doesn't sound like a chorus. It sounds like, I don't know the terminology for this, but the part before the chorus, because it prepares you for the chorus. Because it's still in the background, it's quite tame compared to, there's more going on in the background. While here, the background is missing. So you're like, oh, that's, you know, the pre-chorus. But it actually prepares you for the fade out. That's what it's doing. So this is not a chorus at all. I would rather say, show you. Like here. This might work, I'm not sure yet. Wait, give me just a minute. I actually think this ki should start here. Yes, like here. All right, and the first one. This is still a preparation. Actually, no. This can be also a ki, yeah. Let's see. It confuses me right now as well. This part, for example, is very well mapped, not too many notes. This is also fine. Ah! Here, ki as well. I think those two places are enough, but that's now just my personal preference, of course. Let's say 75. Because of the tone of the pace, not the tone, the pace of the song, I would go like this. Here we go. And then here, as I said, just example. It's not like you have to do it like this, obviously, but maybe it helps you just to have, you know, another opinion about what you could do. Here I would go for 1. Wait, no, for 1, 2 actually. And then here I would go for 1. I mean, I know your whole beat map is on 1. You said already that you didn't do the starter velocity changes already. But you know, it's for myself as well, just so to show it. If you ask me, you could go for, I mean, it doesn't have to be 0.75, but 0.85 should suffice, I think. And then maybe dislike, not dislike, but this is like 90. And then we are going down again. Oh god, I shouldn't have messed with this. Whatever, man. Whatever. It should be enough. Yeah. Did I place it wrong? Oh, I placed. I was wondering already. I placed it at the wrong place. Ha! Damn it. Placed it wrongly. Ha! You know what? Maybe I should do live modding. I enjoy this right now, I have to say. I like to talk about beatmaps and live mod them. Maybe I should do this in the future. I did this with Dark Dunskin a few times when he came here. He live modded for me. I did it for him. It was quite fun. I will notice. Yeah. That would be my most wanted review, to be honest. It is only a minute long, so it doesn't have. Okay. Yeah, sure. Maybe the time you spend on it, though. Yeah, of course. Let me see. The second star one. This one. Okay. Yeah, live modding would be actually really great. I mean, I'm searching, or I'm thinking since a longer time already, what I would like to stream, like, you know, what defines me. Obviously, Taiko, probably in some way, because I'm getting back to it every single time. So maybe live modding would be something interesting. Let's keep that in mind. I'm enjoying this right now, but since it's a 7-star map, I will have just to watch, I guess. Oh, actually, I can still play it, okay. play it right now. Sure, why not? Why not? Honestly. But you see here, it's the same like with the previous map. Pattern-wise, I mean, I didn't play it now, but you have to believe me if I say experience-wise, at least it looks playable, fine, sounds good, looks good, everything is alright. But then again, the contrast is missing simply. The contrast is missing, everything is basically the same right now. I mean, it's a short song, as you said, you know. I mean, you can go that way, especially if it's such a short song. Then the rules of, you know, what defines what needs emphasis and where there's impact, it changes, of course, since it's 1 minute. What do you know, you know? But I would still take care of density. Density is like the third note between don and cut. So the third note we are mapping with. So basically space, nothingness is the third note. That's what I like to say it every time. But yeah, maybe I'm too quick with the guns. So let's listen to it first. Yes. A bad habit of mine that I'm giving my opinion right at the beginning. but still, there is a drop in not maybe not in pace, but in intensity of the song. And you're still, you know, using 1/4 patterns, so I would advise this is absolutely fine, and from here on a few less notes, that would be nice, or my recommendation. Because you cannot really make the difference between a very long stream and shorter streams. There's not a big difference. This is nice. Very nice. Nice. Good structure of patterns. Nice switches you have there. They are their own classics. Nice. Nice. Suddenly a classic in it. This part is very good. I want to play it on my own. But this one here. Here till here, definitely less notes. Oh, I hope I'm not too harsh if I'm saying definitely and stuff like this. So don't take it too close to your heart, or too much to your heart. But yeah, I would recommend using here less notes, and then you can go for the big stream. Works. And when you have less patterns in these sections, in these parts, then the stream will have way more impact. That's my recommendation for this part here. I'm not warmed up for streams. Can't play it right now. I see. Well, glad that you can agree with this. Oh, so wait, now that I listen to this, I have to do it. Oh, I hope I'm not getting banned for this. This beat map is older than probably most of the people who are watching this stream. This beat map is older. This beat map got made when I started with Osu. Really? Oh, then I'm really glad to know that, really. Ah, man, I'm really glad to know that, really. If this helps, then it wasn't a waste of time for both of us. Then we truly achieved something with this. I'm really glad to know that. Really glad. Monos! There we go with slow slider velocity changes. Ah, no! No! Oh.
This song. Ah, yes, 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 yes. Oof. Oh, I forgot I was mapping. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, back to me. Fine. Okay, so. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I'm still in the stream. Okay. All right. So. Okay. Actually.
Started loving evil mirrors. Damn it. I think it would be cool.
What is this?
Started loving evil mirrors. Damn it. I think it would be cool. Started loving evil mirrors.
Okay, that's funny.
Started loving evil mirrors.
Checking Twitter right now, so that's why.
Actually, I need some water. Give me a moment. I mean, there are different reasons why one doesn't see it. I mean, if you are the mapper, then you are getting very fast enthusiastic, especially when you like the song and then you're putting a lot of notes into it, and then you just get blind when it's about these kind of things. And when you're a modder, I mean, obviously it also has to do something with experience, of course. You're not able to really see it. I mean, I had a conversation on one of my last streams about how people are actually nowadays mapping, and basically I was ranting a lot about these kind of things, that people are not paying too much attention about stuff like having impact, emphasis, not too many notes, to have a working rhythm, to have an idea, when they're mapping something. And I think the fault goes also to the community, because people don't really teach that to others, so this might be one of the reasons, or just you have to learn it first before you understand what you are looking for in the beat map, because it wasn't much different to me back in the days. I mapped something and I was like, okay, this is fine, till someone told me, nah, here and there are problems, or this beat map is total garbage, After that, I made my second and third beat map. I got a better feeling about it, what I have to maybe pay attention to. But sometimes it also happened, depending on what kind of genre I'm mapping, a different genre, that suddenly there's something off and I don't understand what it is actually, And the reason for this is then very often, this might be the first time you're mapping it, or you didn't pay attention much to it before, and then you didn't even, that's the main part, you didn't converse with someone about it, to talk to someone about it, what might be the issue, and getting this feeling about, okay, there is a problem and this is the problem. You only learn it by, that's why we have modding, of course, Captain Obvious, haha. But you only learn this by talking to people about it. That's basically it. And that might be the reason why you might not have seen it in the first place, but after we talked about it. And these are like the basics in Taiko. Absolute basics, like, rhythm, density, and emphasis on certain parts. And this all together these are some of the core aspects, what makes a good beat map. Or not what makes a good beat map, but what makes you to have an idea about making a good beat map. And then you have to go obviously more into detail, what you have to pay attention to, so you are having a good beat map. Sometimes it might not work. I mean, I might be the best example. I don't wanna talk, from the high horse, but I do believe I have kind of good grasp about how you have to map in Taiko, and I do believe I have quite some experience. But even if I have that experience, sometimes the map just doesn't turn out to be good. Simple as that, for whatever reason. Having that knowledge, what you have to take care of, these are just the tools, the basics, the tools which you are making a beat map with. It doesn't guarantee that you're making a good beat map. That's the thing, because it is after all still music, and you still need a certain degree of, a feel for the rhythm and the music. So yeah, it's basically just getting the basics straight and using these tools. And with these tools, you have a higher possibility to make a more well-working beat map. Thing is, I had someone tell me already for another map that it does not represent the song well enough, but I did not quite get it. Your explanation is just a lot better. Okay, I see. Yeah, but you see, yeah, very good example. Very good example. Here comes the kicker now. Most people, or many people, can actually feel that something is off in the beat map, because that's the thing. We humans, we have a certain degree of rhythmical sensation. I explained this in another video before, like 3 days ago or something like this. We have the rhythm in us, basically, we love harmony, we love things that look good and sound good. That's just, how we are built. And people usually can understand or feel when something is not really working in a beat map. But here comes the thing, they don't know why. Because no one ever really teach them what to pay attention to, and actually, or they basically just don't know it because they didn't learn it while mapping. And it's basically like when you are studying. First, you are learning how to learn, and after you learned how to learn, after the learning, you start to comprehend what you are learning, and after that, you try to understand what you're learning. And this bridge to, learning but comprehending and understanding what you're doing, many people do not take this, this, I wouldn't say effort, but the jump to this direction. To know why is something not working, because let's face it, modding is good and all, but most people are not really teaching anything. They're just saying, oh, you could remove this pattern, you could change it here, place here a cut or done, and then it feels good. But why it feels good, no one knows. It's just, about agreeing or disagreeing with many people. And yeah. I think that's the reason, but no one is teaching it, basically. Especially because then here comes now the thing why I was ranting that day. That's actually how the whole topic started. That people in the BNG as well as in the NAT from the Taiko mode are saying, the mode is very easy to beat map. It's the easiest one. It's not the easiest one. I mean, if you're looking at it, how do you say it in English? From a neutral perspective, like, yes, also has 2 axes, you have more possibilities to map, and then you're getting, more difficulty in how to beat map something. Yes, especially also in Mania, you have more keys. Okay. But in Taiko, what you have, which makes it 2-dimensional as well, not only 1-dimensional, is we have actually our second dimension is actually the cuts and dons, the sounds. So we have to follow rhythm theory. If we are not following rhythm theory, which is also bound to how we feel about something sounding harmonic, if we are not using it, your map won't be good. It simply won't. For example, with, impact and stuff like this. Can I give you one more? Yes, of course, please. Sure, show me your beat map. Meme, okay. Let's go for it. Show me your beat map. But harmony, very important. And I think this is just not taught enough. And I'm just, I wouldn't say angry, but it annoys me when people in our community say it is easy to map Taiko, because I absolutely disagree. There are two ways to map Taiko. You either copy Taiko, everything you hear in the song, you map to it with your 2 notes. You can imagine if you do so, you have only 2 notes. You can't really copy the song in a proper way like Mania can do it. So you do need a certain structure so the patterns are making sense, So yeah, you can copy the song. This is what I like to call beat mapping, because you're mapping basically to the beat and what you're hearing, or you're improvising as well. So these are the 2 things basically. So copying and placing your own patterns and having your own idea, having a second, third layer on the song which supports the song. That's what Taiko basically is. That's how TNT is working and how Giro mapping is working, but we are doing it in a different way. And that's why I think we lost a way of thinking what we are actually mapping, what our idea is. Just a little excursus. Would argue, since this is the 3rd mod I'm mapping in, that so far Mania is the easiest. It does not have a grip. Yes. Exactly. Because Mania is basically, I'm pretty sure to some degree you can also improvise there, I think. But what I have learned so far is that in Mania, you're basically just copying the whole song. You have so many keys, you are able to copy it to some degree. Unlike us who only have 2 notes, So Mania is thriving off its keys, basically, and how much you can copy a song. We are thriving off the rhythm, while Osu is thriving not really off the rhythm. The rhythm, can be only 1/2 patterns, and that's it. It's more like maybe it is the rhythm. I'm not so sure. But let's say it's not so rhythmical. And what is the difference in Osu actually? I will have to ask a friend of mine. Actually, I can't explain what defines Osu really. It has something to do with jumps. Jumps is very important in Osu, but they're not rhythmically inclined as we are, since they always use full notes, 1/2, while we are improvising a lot. So yeah, but there's no easy mode to map in it. But yeah, you're right. That's also what I always say. There is no easy mode, because each mode have their own difficulties. It is easy to say that Mania, for example, you just have to copy the song, but first you need to have an idea how you wanna copy it, because after all, you have the 4, 7, 8 keys, and you have to use these keys for certain sounds. So you also need an idea for this, an experience. So yeah, and it also is the jumps. The jumps are dictating the rhythm or the pace of the song, I guess. It's not really the patterns itself. Unless it is breaker and then you're just putting 1/4 patterns, that's a different story, of course. Now let's see. Stormtrooper. Is this Söder? This is Söder. This is Söder. Fucking Söder is on the picture. Reinheitsgebot. Oh God.
Der letzte Clubbesuch.
Wait, I have to listen to this first.
Der letzte Clubbesuch ist Ewigkeiten her. Auch wenn es momentan richtig ist, auf das Feiern zu verzichten.
The last club the last club we went to was Ewigkeit. Yeah, the last club was from an eternity. Oh wait, what the fuck? What I'm talking? Ewigkeit. It's eternity, but how do you say it? It's been a long time. The last time I've been to a club is what he's saying.
Der letzte Clubbesuch ist Ewigkeiten.
The last time I've been to the club was a very long time ago.
Auch wenn es momentan richtig ist, auf das Feiern zu verzichten.
Even though it is the right way to verzichten, English. To waive? To renounce the partying right now. Yeah, even though it is the right way to renounce the partying for now.
Richtig ist, auf das Feiern zu verzichten, ist sie trotzdem da.
But the feeling of going there is still there.
Die Sehnsucht.
What? Who? The passion, Sehnsucht. The longing, yeah, the longing for partying is there.
Die Sehnsucht junger Menschen nach einem Rave.
Ah, yeah, the longing of young people for a rave.
Diesem Gefühl muss Rechnung getragen werden.
Jawohl!
Dieses Landes wartet auf ein Zeichen.
The Jugend, oh my god. I can't English right now. The youth is waiting for a sign.
Zeichen. Einen Song, der die gute alte Zeit besingt, als man noch tanzen durfte.
Jawohl. I'm waiting for a sign for the good old times when
Besingt, als man noch tanzen durfte.
when you were allowed to dance.
Der letzte Clubbesuch ist Ewigkeiten her. Auch wenn es momentan richtig ist, auf das Feiern zu verzichten, ist sie trotzdem da. Die Sehnsucht junger Menschen nach einem Rave.
Jawohl.
Muss Rechnung getragen werden. Die Jugend dieses Landes wartet auf ein Zeichen. Einen Song, der die gute alte Zeit besingt, als man noch tanzen durfte. Diese Sehnsucht kann nur ein Musikgenre Ausdruck verleihen.
Die Club der Montana-Disco.
Trumpets! Yes! Sabian, I do. I
baby. Schüttel dein Speck, hä? Schüttel dein Speck, hä? Dein Speck, hä? Schüttel dein Speck. Ah! This is terrible music, please stop it! I'm listening to it, don't worry. Papa Bier.
Det er en helt spindsæt. Det skal altså skrumslung med brøden, du vis kunstner. Herregud, du har med heute ikke mehr aus. Jeg siger, at mig interessiert ikke dig øden drogen, faktisk. Nej, vi vil udvælge. Jawohl.
I've actually not much to say. The only thing, but this is a general thing, is I would be always cautious when using, or when having a very long beat map and using 1/6 patterns, suddenly. Sometimes they appear out of the sudden, which is absolutely fine. It's not really a critic, but more like a note from myself that I would pay attention to it and to consider whether you really want to have very complicated 1/6 patterns in a plus 5 minute song or not. Because whether the 1/6 patterns are in or not, the high players are able to play it anyways, and they won't make a big distinction between 1/4, 1/6 when they appear only once. But for the lower players, this is a huge deal actually. They might like the beat map and the song, play it, and suddenly, you know, you're giving people a certain expectation already when they are playing a beat map. And when their expectation is, hello, you're playing this beat map since 1 minute, 1 minute and a half, 2 minutes, and you can then I expect this beat map only to have, or mostly to have, 1/4 patterns, you know. And then suddenly at some point, we already over the 2-minute mark, you have this pattern. This is a huge difficulty spike, As I said, not a problem for high players, but for lower one, it's a huge problem. And even if they like the song and they like the beat map, this is what makes them quit to play the beat map and ever touch it again. And this is where I would say I would reconsider these kind of patterns. And I'm gonna show you now something. Give me just a moment. Oh, I didn't open OBS for quite some time. Oh, we are streaming since two hours already. All right. Let me see. Oh, wait. Oh, hey, Stefan. Welcome to my stream. It's not a Slender stream. No, not at all. We're just talking about Taiko beatmaps right now, and you know, trying to learn a bit out of it. But yeah, what I wanted to show you, give me just a moment. I hope you're doing good, Stefan. It's been quite some time. I was thinking about to write you from time to time, but currently I'm really busy as well, so since a longer time. So yeah. The more I'm happy to see you actually here. So yeah, I mean, I don't even have to, you know, draw it, but you have your beat map, right? All right, and this is your timeline. All right, so this is time. All right, and this is a difficulty. All right, and you know already where I'm going with this. Your difficulty is basically like, you know, it starts and then it rises a little bit up, and at some point, this is the 1 minute mark, it stagnates and it basically stays like this. And suddenly we have this pattern and it skyrockets out of the sudden and goes back immediately again after this. And this is like this is like a huge breaker for lower players. This part, and this happens from time to time. I think this was the biggest one, but you have like 1 or 2 more spikes, you know. And this is like, if you ask me at least, that's what I advise to other people very often, is try to avoid these kind of things. You know, try to average it to some degree. So, you know, so it's like this in average. So instead of going this height, go maybe this height, if possible. Oh fuck, I have so many insects here. Oh my god. But yeah, so yeah, I would just say reconsider this pattern if you like to. Yes. Whoa, what the fuck? Wait, give me just a moment, sorry. It's time for Ghostbusters! Woo! Wait. Actually, it is really time for it. Give me a moment, I really have to do this now. There are way too many insects. Way too many. I didn't even pay attention to it, god damn it. Alright. This is it. No, whoa, not the movie, this one. I used the Ghostbuster song. All right. Where did we stop? Oh, fuck. All right. Okay. So back to business. I had easier 1.6 in it. Liko's complaint was that these were too easy and I should have more variety. Yes, I understand this, but you can get variety in another way, you know? What we were talking about before. You don't need to have 1.6 patterns because then you are getting to this problem. This is too much compared to the rest. And as I said already, you know, higher players have no problem with this. Lower ones will have problems with this. And then from this point on here, they're gonna play this and stop from here. And that's it. In YouTube, we are calling this retention, you know, so for how long people are staying and watching a video. And you can basically call it like this as well. And you want people to stay not till here, but till there. And if your friend is saying, yeah, you need a bit of variety, then I should do it in a way so it stays like this. And then you can, you know, have variety like these little hiccups. And instead of 1.4 patterns, as I said before, you can have maybe more breaks, you know, so the next sections are having more impact. Or in this case, you could even go for a stream, really, because now when we are looking at the whole section here, you see you have mostly 1.5 patterns and 1.4 patterns. So in this one, it would be absolutely enough if we have just a long stream, and that's it basically. But 1.6 out of the blue, to be honest, I would really recommend to reconsider this. I mean, also let's face it, any high player who's gonna play it, they will place double time on it anyways because it's gonna be too boring for them. So I would rather cater it towards the lower spectrum of people, especially because it's such a long beat map. And you also have to keep in mind, the longer the beat map, the more unforgiving these kind of patterns are becoming. Man, we all know it, how it is when you're playing a 5-minute beat map and right at the end, suddenly the beat map are placed, you know, 1.6 patterns and you're missing. You played 5 minutes this beat map just to get something you did not expect. Expectation also very important when you're beat mapping. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Hexe, hey! You got the most people still picking also one's Blue Moon. Hope you're doing great. So yeah, I'm actually doing good. Thank you for asking, Stefan. And it's nice that you're here, as I said already. As you can see, streaming from time to time. As you like it, just, you know, it's not wrong. You know, you can do it like this. I mean, I did it as well myself many times, but you know, when I consider this, sometimes I like to keep these things, you know, but at the end, after I talked to many other beat mappers, I rather went to the way of, you know, cutting these in half at least, so it's not as difficult as the rest. Let me see. I wanted to change the display. Right. All right. Now. Yeah. I mean, I'm not warmed up right now, but You know, for a moment I thought you're following, you know, what's in the song, but it's actually just one sound that is going on and you're improvising. Here in a good way you're improvising, I have to say. I like the pattern, but then again, if the music isn't even supporting it, then this is even an unranked reason. At least back then it was an unranked reason, because you're not able to justify this. That's the problem. Hard to justify this. I wouldn't even recommend it anymore. I would even say it's a must to change this. Because after 2 minutes, suddenly the difficulty spike, the song is not supporting it. Hard to go with it, actually. Let's see for the other 1/6 patterns. You can try it out, actually. I mean, people have become more lenient when it's about 1/6 patterns, but never forget the lower players won't be unforgiving for this. Yeah. But that's actually all about this beat map. I mean, in general, besides the 1/6 patterns, there's not much to say. I didn't see any big issues. Impact-wise, it seems to work. The finishers were quite nice, I have to say. Also, a very important thing to have something memorable in your beat map. Something where people, you know, can talk about and say, "Oh yeah, you know the beat map where the certain pattern is coming. Ah, yeah, I know which one." Like for example, if I tell you now, do you know the beat map where there's the da 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 song where there are all the finishers the whole time? Everyone knows immediately what I'm talking about. I mean, okay, the song is also da 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 called, but you get the idea. Yeah. I'm not even sure if it is an design choice, to be honest. I think it's the need, or it was the need of making things harder, you know, as we did it back in the day. Whenever we heard some bunch of notes mashed together, this was always the incentive for us. All right, now it's possible for us to map this part hard because the song tells us to do. And this is where the difficulty spikes are coming from, considering how it evolved in the past years. I mean, I'm also guilty for this. That's basically how we mapped back then. We copied the song, and when there were any kind, a shred of, you know, 1/6 notes or whatever, whoop sounds or whatever, we always placed 1/6 patterns into it, and streams and whatsoever. So I wouldn't really say it's a design choice. It's just by what we got used to and by feeling, basically. And that's why now when we are getting back to the previous map, lot time waste, that's what I meant with feeling wise, you know, stuff can work well, but when you're starting to analyze it, then you're getting probably a different picture. Like in this case, first I analyzed, you know, after playing it, okay, there's a difficulty spike, could be problematic. And after we went into the details, like, does this song, why am I saying the whole time sung? Anyways, and then we noticed that the song doesn't really support this pattern, so it's a heavy improvisation. So yeah, problematic. You know, so if it exists, there can be a note. Yeah, that's what we did back then. Yeah, and that's absolutely fine. And that's the problem we have when we are beat mapping. you know, finding some middle ground for ourselves, not for the others. You know, the others can say whatever they want, like myself, for example. But the thing is to find the middle ground for ourselves. Like, if we have a pattern which we really like, then we have to see, you know, we have to be reasonable, of course, you know, does it make sense, and so on and so forth. But we also have to learn to get this middle ground, how we can change the pattern in a way so we still like it, but it also appeals to these, let's say, rules, mapping ways, whatever, you know. That's something that all of us have to learn for ourselves. Yeah. So yeah, I can absolutely understand that you're saying you like this pattern and you would like to keep it. Absolutely understandable. So yeah, you can see now for yourself, maybe you can find another pattern, maybe not, maybe you will even keep it. Sometimes it needs even time, you know, to how do you say, yeah, sometimes it needs time to make an opinion about a beat map or a certain pattern, depending also on how your mood is, for example, or how much you got used to a pattern. For the mood, if you're feeling bad, then you're not so inclined, you know, to give a lot of leeway, you know. But if you're feeling good, then you're probably more open to changes. That's also the thing, and that's why it is important, why many people back then, at least, criticized to rank beatmaps within 1-2 days. They criticized that you need this time to reflect on what you did actually there. A few days, you know, sleep over it. Because the next day you might look at the pattern or this map, whatever, and you might think it a different way at the end. And sometimes the second thing that can happen is you are getting used to patterns, and then it is very, very hard, happened to me very often actually, to change a pattern. If you're so attuned to it, it just feels wrong changing the pattern. And that's where the thing comes about, to ask more people instead of only 1 or 2. Because the more people say, it doesn't always mean it's right, but the more people say, I don't like this pattern because of reason X, epsilon, chances are that maybe you should change the pattern. Not always, of course. Sometimes people have no idea what they're talking about and they're just going with the masses, you know, like sheeps. But it is worth considering. Let's say it like that. Yeah. But yeah, as for what Stefan said, I mean, I answered to this already, but yes, that's how we did it back then. If it exists, we can place a note there. That's how we argumented back then. And that's why many beat maps from back then are not so good actually. I'm the prime example for this. Mapped so many beat maps, and half of them, if not even more, since they came from my time when I was the most active, are garbage. Let's face it like that. It took me also quite some time to admit that 80% of my beat maps are garbage. But yeah. But that's it actually about the beat map. I don't have much more to say. As I said already, the finishers were quite nice. Gave a nice touch to the song, to the beat map. Overall, nothing else to say. Density wise, it's okay, I guess. You see in the chorus there are a bit more notes than, like for example here. No, nothing else to say actually. Good job on this one. I will also let the beginning play so Stefan can listen to it.
Auch wenn es momentan richtig ist, auf das Feiern zu verzichten, ist sie trotzdem da. Die Sehnsucht junger Menschen nach einem Rave. Diesem Gefühl muss Rechnung getragen werden. Die Jugend dieses Landes wartet auf ein Zeichen. Einen Song, der die gute alte Zeit besingt, als man noch tanzen durfte.
Jawohl.
Dieser Sehnsucht kann nur ein Musikgenre Ausdruck verleihen.
Ich glaub, der meint Gabba-Disco.
Yes, of course. No problem. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Now that you're mentioning this, I think most Taiko mappers don't even realize how much they really improvise. They don't realize it. You just have to pay attention to when you're playing a Taiko map, how many of the quarter patterns are actually improvised. Try and pay attention. Try to pay attention to the beatmaps. You will be surprised how many are improvising actually. Where they are using quarter patterns where there are not any at all. Most of the time it's half a beat and just sometimes a quarter pattern sounding whatever. Like here for example, do you hear any quarter patterns? Besides the whoop, but there's almost no 1/4 pattern, and still in Lord Timeway's case he used a lot of 1/4 patterns, and many people do that. Yeah, there you go. Fucking called it. This is terrible music. So yeah, we are improvising a lot in Taiko, a lot. So there you go. Bayern, das bayerische Bier, ja mei. Freistaat Bayern. Yeah, it is, of course. There was no front at all. It's just what I wanted to say with this is many people don't realize they're improvising. Yeah, extender is actually a good word, Stefan. Yeah, and that's basically, you know, what Lord Timeways probably means as well. To support the song, to use them as an extender, exactly. So the map doesn't feel dull, not empty.
An meinem 10. Geburtstag hat mein Vater gesagt zu mir, Bruder hat gesagt, du musst...
Now that you said it. This is also improvised a lot. For exactly that reason.
HP 10. This is full improvisation. Holy shit, I'm getting old. Holy shit, I'm getting old. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. This one. Yes. Yes. Let's go. This one is the prime example. The biggest offender. Yeah, I love him as well. Yes, of course. Drop it, Stefan. No problem. Yeah. I'm not intelligent enough to map it. I know what you mean. Listening to it, amazing. But if you have to map it, it's getting very quickly stale, indeed. Like, I just gave up here. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you, brother. I'm having the same problem with metal. And here we go, the same thing. And then you think it's over, but no, it continues. And then it goes on. Yes, it peeled. But no time waste. Maybe you notice it, but this beatmap was also very repetitive, very repetitive. Even though the tone, the pace changed in the song, you know. That's how I mapped in 2011 as well. The patterns, the density was overall similar. Yes, the song, you know, is copy pasta, but at least in tone there were some differences, and I didn't go with the differences. I just mapped anything. Now let's see about Renato. Oh, I know this background. Wait, this is the old beat. I had this before. I had this beat before. And I think I even had it recently. But I like to, you know, maps I don't play, at some point I delete stuff. Let's see. It's a 2018 map. Oh, but like this. Yes, I know the beat map. Not that I would remember it now, but I had it. The background is very eye-catching. This works, for example, now. We had a 1-6 pattern before, and now I know. Alright, we had at the beginning a 1-6 pattern. Probably there will be more coming. Long and behold, there it is. And what I also like about this part here is that you remember last time was what I was talking about. We have 3 notes: cut, don, and spaces, basically. So no note at all. That's our 3rd note, and that's what Stefan is doing here. by having little breaks, putting in little breaks, which give the upcoming parts more impact again. As you can see, it's basically always the same. It's always the same basics about impact, emphasis, you know, density and stuff like this, because that's what Taiko is about and how you can make a good beat map. Not a good, but how you can analyze it. It's always the same. Yes, yes. Same. Actually, I want to note something. Listen to this. Understandable. It's not a problem at all, but I just wanted to note that this is one of the things I have the biggest problem when I am mapping Taiko. You have a constant beat you're following, and then suddenly the song gives vocals that are not exactly following the beat's rhythm, and then I never know, should I continue following the rhythm or just go with the vocals. And that's quite the hard thing to decide, because it always depends on how strong the vocals are. Usually I go with the beat, because then you're attuned already to it, and then it feels more natural when you're following the beat. But if the song is really strong, then I switch, you know, from that rhythm to the song. And here, works, I wouldn't be so sure, to be honest. I think I would go for a combination of vocals and beats, I guess. Yeah, and that's absolutely valid. Yes, yes. Getting sleepy. I was thinking now, Oh wait, I will finish the beatmap first and then. Nice beat map. Again, density. Once again, maybe I would have used some less notes in certain parts, but it's not a big problem because the song is very dynamic anyways. And the thing is why it's not such a problem here in this song is also Stefan is using, especially in the last Ki, very, very, very unique and specific patterns. This one. I will remember that shit. I will remember it because this is something that not many users are actually using. It's a very awkward pattern, but it works. It's okay. And he's using it time and time again. And this makes a distinction from this chorus to the other parts, you know. The rest was, you know, pretty even patterns, I would say. These ones are odd. Very odd. It's like the selling point for the beatmap, or the how do you call it, Visitenkarte, or like a signature of the beatmap. Oh, but oh, motherfucker! There he is! There he is! There he is! Yeah, I got the insects. It's been even two of them, very big bugs. I don't know how they are called in English, so ladybugs, yeah, but the fake ladybugs, the bad ones. Was it? Perfect. But yeah, yeah, that's how I think about this beatles. There's actually not much more I can say. Overall, very solid. GG. Would rank. to let the auto mode play, but let's test it out for now. Probably I didn't think this through. Zitrud visit to the protocolist map. Yeah, I mean, why not? Wait. Oh god, wait. Okay, there's one thing I can say that I would need to check the startup velocities for myself first to give a proper analysis from myself. I mean, in general, I have to say now that I played it a little bit, it's a bit hard to follow some patterns, and especially it's very hard to read them because you are using startup velocity changes on patterns or nodes which are changing the snapping, and that makes it very hard to read the patterns and to know what you actually have to hit. So this might be maybe something that should be checked, you know, or maybe that could be refined actually. Yeah, the song is nice and you got some quite nice patterns as well, but for combining stutter velocity changes with 1/6 patterns and then even having other snapping directions for the notes, always a very, very tricky and hard part to do. I mean, after some time, I guess you get the gist, you know, in how you have to hit the notes. But when I'm seeing things like, let me see where it was. Okay, maybe it was at the beginning here. Okay. This is okay, this is still kind of pain. Anyways, there was a pattern where the 1/6 patterns and the quarter patterns look basically the same. You would need to, you know, analyze immediately with your eyes. Are there 4 notes or 3 notes? And there was a pattern where it was really hard to see what it is now, what I have to hit to. And then there's also the part with, let me see. Holy shit, I'm sleepy. I can't find. Again. Ah, here it is. But there was another part where you use slider velocity changes and the vocal part. Yeah, I think it's this one, for example, is a bit harder to read, but still issue, I guess, but still hard to read. Hard to distinguish the patterns. But there was also something else, but never mind. Apparently I'm too sleepy for this right now, but overall it's fine. I actually have, for this video, also not much to say. But yeah, for some slider velocity changes, I wasn't really sure what I'm looking at. That's basically all I wanted to say. I have the fear when people are using slider velocity changes that the game is becoming, you know, a guessing game. So you're just guessing what you have to hit, but you're not feeling it anymore, which is, you know, basically going against the idea of having playing a rhythm game where you have a rhythmical feeling, you know. And that's why it is always a tricky thing to use these kind of slider velocity changes packed together with different snappings on notes. But I guess most of it works actually quite fine. I'm not a fan of it, I'm honest. I mean, never was. Here and there maybe some ninja notes, that's what I'm doing, but I'm not a fan of too many setup velocity changes. But you can go with it, sure. But here and there, I think some refinement might be not bad. For the reason I mentioned it before, that some patterns are simply hard to read or to identify. There was another part which I can't find anymore, which was very confusing actually, but I don't know which it was anymore. The thing is, this wasn't even a death explanation. A death, did I say just death explanation? Depth explanation. We can go way more into detail if you want, but if I'm not too sleepy. But if this helped you already a little bit, I'm glad to know. Yeah, I think so as well, Stefan. Yeah, I think so as well. This should be rather a visual effect and not a gameplay element. Death, yeah. Death explanation. Wait, let me just... Where are you coming from, actually? Willkommen. It's Germans. It's all Germans. Yeah, sure. I mean, hit me up when I'm streaming again. When I'm streaming, then that's the time when I have time. When I'm not streaming, that means I'm basically studying right now, or, you know, working. I'm actually having an exam in half a month, so I will be probably streaming less in the next days in 2 weeks. But yeah, as I said, if it happens that I'm streaming, hit me up and we can check out your beatmap. That's not a problem at all. I'm doing it gladly. I mean, yeah, because I assume that a lot of time waste is still there. But I mean, I'm also, you know, I'm actually starting, or hopefully I will be starting soon to make VODs, you know, of my videos, where I'm cutting out certain segments of the video, and like, for example, when I'm explaining something and then putting it to YouTube shorts, or making actually YouTube shorts, because for a video this isn't enough. Yeah, going the full YouTube mode. Oh yeah, he's still here. yeah, actually I want to stream more. I'm still, you know, in the phase of finding which direction I'm gonna heading to, streaming wise. I mean, I have already a rough idea where I want to go with this, but modding beatmaps, you know, or I wouldn't even call it modding, discussing beatmaps is something I was thinking years ago already, and this might be maybe something, yeah, I would like to do in streaming. Yeah, thank you very much. Low attention Subway Surfer. Holy shit. Then you can just go and play, how was it called? RuneScape. If you have short attention span, just play RuneScape. It's all about having the reflexes. That's why we are playing rhythm games, I guess. Roast on all of us. Yes. But anyways, I think we should call it quits for now. I'm actually getting quite exhausted by now. For how long am I streaming? I didn't even plan to stream for so long. Over 3 hours already. Oh my god. Before I do that, let me do one last thing. That's it. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, for showing me your beat maps. I enjoyed it a lot actually. And I would be happy to see you guys at some other time again. And especially shout outs to Stefan for being here, because I didn't see him for a very long time actually. So glad to see him, but same for Lord Time Waste. It's been also a while. So yeah, had a good talk, I guess. Good modding, good discussion. Quite happy about it. And other than that, as I said already, thank you for tuning in and have a lovely evening and a good night. Sleep well. See you next time. Bye bye.